friends, it's Becky, and I am going to be opening up the September 2024 Gemstone Orphanage box from the folks at Homestrung Jewelry. This is one of my favorite bead subscriptions. It is a bi-monthly subscription, so you get it every 2 months. But there is so much goodness jam-packed into this box that you'll be making with it over the next 2 months. And I got my donut kit. This was on the Homestrung Jewelry Facebook channel. They do a little drawing where if you submit your designs on there, just post them. That's all you have to do to submit. And then every design that you submit, you get entered into a little drawing. And they had fantastic prizes like the next month's box for free. I won this go-go donut, which is really cool. I love it so much, and I think they picked this out for me because it has pink on it, and they know I love pink. So I got this. It's got the findings, it's got some cord, it's got some of these, and Steve did a tutorial on how to make a really quick and easy donut necklace using this. I'll put a link to that in the description to his tutorial. It's on the Homestrung Jewelry YouTube channel if you want to see that. But the Homestrung Jewelry, the Gemstone Orphanage subscription. Sorry about that. The Gemstone Orphanage subscription is really fun because you're basically adopting a gemstone into your family. And in addition to the gemstone, you also get just a ton of other things, beads, findings. It goes on for 2 pages in the dress-up box, which is, your gemstone comes without any clothes on, and it's up to you to do that. Now, there is let me just put my thumb over that. There is a little coupon code that they send to their subscribers for use in Debbie's deals on the Homestrung Jewelry website. So you can get box extras, you can get other things from there, and it's a really good perk for subscribers to be able to get that 40%. That's almost half off of the prices that they have on their retail site. So that's a good reason to subscribe, if I say so myself. But mostly because you get just really great beads and findings and things. And it looks like we've got some large eye beads. We've got some cord. This is really cool, actually, because you don't often get stringing materials unless you count what is it called? Memory wire and that sort of thing. Sometimes you do get cord for doing macrame or something in these boxes with the dress-up bags. So this is the dress-up bag, this is the findings bag, and we'll go through these contents and sort them into my 15 grid organizer in just a minute after we meet my gemstone. So let's open this up and see what we've got. Each of the gemstones is unique. They each come with their own name. And we get some information. Bernadette. It's French origins and means brave as a bear. That is wonderful. I love that. Oh, beautiful. It already comes with a bail attached to it. This is like a marquise shape. I think I'm saying that correctly. You get your paperwork, your official adoption paperwork in here. So they have a training guide for the new owner if you want to get that. But this is just some information about your adoption and how you can take a selfie with it and post it to their stuff. So this is kembaba jasper. All right, and it is marquise shaped. Aha, I was right. But yeah, it's already bailed, so I don't have to worry about wire wrapping or anything like that. It is really pretty. But you may have in your September box, you may have a different shape of this gemstone type. And yours may have different types of swirls, and it'll probably have a different name. Yours may not have that that bail already attached to it. It may just have a hole that's drilled in it. All right, so this one, the primary attribute of this is Stone of Transformation. It contains microfossils that date back more than 3 billion years. Can you see them? Some of these guys are really pretty. In its depths, you can literally glimpse the origins of life on our planet and touch a tangible form that natured our atmosphere and the creation of all living things. It is a transformation crystal. It will help you find your way to new horizons and new capabilities. What a fantastic gemstone to give out to us as we're heading into the fall and into part of the season where we do actually have changes going on in our lives and everything. So if you want, when you want to improve yourself, such as learning new skills, seek for a better job, grow stronger, or become a better person in your relationships, it will connect you with the earth power of transformation and aid your efforts to grow, develop new capabilities, and change your life. Wow, that is so wonderful. There's actually more, but I'm going to skip over that on this video and go right into opening up our dress up bag. I'm going to set Bernadette over here to the side, and there are 3 different spools of this. It looks like, I don't know if this is silk or if it is like Eslon. Feels like Eslon. It'll actually say on the page, but we got 3 different colors of that. That is really cool. I hope that there is a tutorial for maybe some knotting or something that will go on with that they do on their channel. Let's go down this list. So we got our Kembaba jasper stone, and again the sizes and shapes will vary. And now we've got our dress up bag. And as I open up each of these or unstring them, I'm going to be sorting them into my organizer, because if I keep them in the bag they come in, I probably won't use it. But if I sort them in the organizer, then I will be able to see it. Oh my gosh, look how cute those are. I love them. Oh, they're adorable. Oh my gosh, I love the pink and green. I absolutely adore it. All right, so we've got some Kembaba jasper rounds, and it looks like some nuggets. I think that's what these are. Oh, that's not, is it? I don't think that is. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 different sizes of the Kembaba jasper rounds. We've got 8mm, 6mm, and 4mm. I'm gonna get the 8mm out here, and I will probably put the 6 and 4mm in the same section on my organizer, because there are so many beads, we're gonna have roommate situations. I'm just gonna mix them together on that. All right. Oh, and then we've got some prehnite. And this is a graduated strand. So we've got 4mm, 6mm, and 8mm rounds on the same strand. I think I might keep them on the strand. See if it'll fit in this section without unstringing it. Sometimes it's easier to get these coiled up in here than others. It depends on what they're strung on. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and open this and get them put into that part of the section, because they aren't playing nicely. That is okay, because I'm going to have to unstring it anyway if I want to use it. Oh, it went around that bead twice as a stop bead. That was very effective. It stopped me even. I like prehnite because it reminds me of like lake water, you know, where you've got sort of clear water, often with a little bit of a tinge of green to it, and then you've got little bits of vegetation that grow up from the bottom of the lake that are visible in there. That's what prehnite makes me think of, is lake water. All right, so then we've got ruby zoisite faceted rondelles and chips. Oh, that's what this is. It's zoisite. That's where we get the pink bits in it. I'm gonna grab my ladybug dish and bring this up so you can see those colors a little bit better. So those are the rounds, or rondelles, and they are 8 by 5 millimeters. And then our chips, let me make sure that there aren't any separate chips. These are, yes, I just want to call them the right thing. And then here's the chips next to them. You can see little bits of pink in some of those places on there. And so this is probably going to end up being a roommate situation for these guys. They are the same stone, just with some that have been shaped and some that are still chipped beads. All right. And then we've got some prehnite nuggets. It's these guys right here. They're so pretty. I'm going to stick them in here with the graduated rounds. So those are all together. I should have enough room for everybody else, I think, in there. All right, so then we've got some green aventurine hearts. Are they in here? Yes. This is all, it looks like aventurine. We've got hearts, rice beads, and rondelles. The rondelles are 8.5 by 5 millimeters. Let's bring these guys up. I love green aventurine. It is one of my favorites. It's just such a calming stone to me. I don't know if it actually possesses those qualities or not, but that's what I always feel as calming from it. And then we've got some green Malaysian jade ovals. Where are my ovals? There they are. These are 13 by 9 millimeters in size. Stick them right there. And after that, some pearls. There we go. These are off round pearls. They're dark green is their shade. I don't know if we're gonna have these with somebody else. You know what? This doesn't take up very much space, so these little guys can hang out in the same section since they're also a dark green like that. I'm feeling foresty vibes, guys. Foresty, like maybe like a wooded lakeside sort of area where you've got like the tall pine trees around a lake with the water blowing across it. That's what I'm getting. That's how I'm feeling right now, talking about these and being with this. I love it. This is exactly the time of year that I would like to be in a forested lakeside right now. You know? Then we've got a kembaba jasper focal coin bead. It is 20 millimeters. Here we go. Let's get this guy a little bit closer, and I'm going to just turn it over. Ooh, I like this side a lot. Look at those swirls. Look at those swirls. That's great. I'm going to stick my focal bead right up here. I like to put special beads up front. And let's see, what else have we got? Focal bead, focal bead, focal bead. Then we've got check crystal faceted column beads and bicones. Nope. Column beads and bicones. There we go. You know what I always say, let bicones be bicones. All right. I like these. They kind of are giving off sort of almost a peridot color on that one, and this is just a deeper green, more emeraldy. So crystals, let's put in here. And then we've got the crystal plum blossom, and there are green ones. It's these guys here. And these plum blossom beads have that faceting on them, so they don't sit flat. But then they've got that hole that goes from top to between a couple of the petals, so they will sit like little flowers when they're strung. I'm going to stick them in here with these other crystals, these other green crystals right there. I think that's a good place for them to be, actually. And then we've got the glass star, and they are gold powder green. See the gold powder on there. Looks like they've got kind of a matte finish on one side, and then the gold powder on the other side, like that. They're very prenite coated. I think this is going to go here. And we'll get some other guys in there with that. As we, oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more spaces available on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more things. So yeah, we're definitely going to have roommates going on. So I've got a strand of crystal triangles, and they are pink and green. It is a graduated strand, and I love this. Look at these, and these triangles. They're so interesting and such a great way to add like texture to your beading, because they're like little faceted triangles. I think they've got more than 3 sides, but they are sort of triangle shaped. I'm going to leave these on their strand because I don't want to interrupt the graduation. I'm probably going to be using them in the order that they came in. They're going to sit right up there. That's a good place for them. All right, and then we've got a crystal disc beads, and they are 8 by 6 millimeter. I love these disc beads. They are grade A, AB light green jade. And they're a twofer because you also get these crystal ados as spacers in here with these. But look how sparkly they are. Look at how they sparkle. I'm going to just curl this up and stick it right in here, just as it is as well. For that green sparkles. Love them. Love them. And then we've got some crystal brilliant drops. They're light green AB and they're A grade, and also some crystal teardrops. They're in the same little bag. Okay, I'm just going to do a little wiggle so you can see all the sparkles on these briolets. Little wiggle, there you go. It's like a disco in here. I'm going to stick these guys right here in that corner. And then we've got our crystal elephants and our crystal cats. They are HP green on crystal AB. What does HP stand for? I don't know. But look at these super cute beads. The elephant has a hole that goes from his belly through his back, and the cats have a hole that goes from side to side on their head, right underneath where their ears are. So they will sit sideways on a thing. And I'm going to stick them right in here with these star beads because they're special shapes. I think the special shapes should go together. And now I've got some grass rounds. They are imitation jade. And they are light green. These are 4 to 5 millimeter. And that's just an idea of their color. Right there. I'm going to stick them here in this section. You see what I mean when I say it's like jam-packed with beads? I'm not even finished putting these away and it is already almost full. And then we've got Miyuki size 8 seed beads. These are dark olivine with an AB finish. Let's put a few of these on here. And I'm going to figure out where to put these after I get everybody else sorted, so I'm just going to set them aside for right now. I may end up putting it in the same compartment as this, but leave them in the bag so that they're easier to pull out and use. That's probably what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm going to do that right now that I've been thinking about it. And we can set that guy right in there. And that works. And now I've got 2 sections left for my last 3 bags. It looks like these 2 can probably go together because they're about the same color. Let me turn this over because I am now on the back side of my page of beads. Hold on. I think I skipped over some of these. Crystal disc, crystal rondelle. Oh, there we go. We have 6 by 4 millimeter and 4 by 3 millimeter. They are black on dark green. And they are both of these sizes. Let me get the second size out here on the dish. And like I said, I'm going to stick them all in the same section. I can divide them up when I'm using them. Almost done. One more. And this one is crystal rondelles, and it is, again, the imitation jade, and it is pale green. And oh boy, look at that color. It's like it glows a little bit on the inside with that color. This is a fantastic box. I love all these greens. I love all of these greens. And the little pops of pink. That's very, very me. All right, now let's take a look at the findings bag. Because this is full of my beads, I'm not going to be putting my findings in here. They are going to stay in their bag, but that's okay because I get more ideas looking at the beads than I do looking at the findings. So let's get these guys out. Okay, we've got connectors, we've got cord ends, we've got some Coriana chain, we've got some leather cord, we've got some wire. Hold on, let me see, is this wire? What kind of wire is this? I'm just exploring. Oh, this is a fine gauge wire. This is craft wire. It looks like we've got one sort of a smaller amount of heavier gauge, and then we've got a very light gauge. Say this is about a 26 gauge wire. In this really awesome dark colorway that is going to go really well with the rest of these findings. I love the gunmetal findings. I think it's great. All right, so first is this green jade lotus flower button. In here. And then we've also got a black enamel button. It's just completely black. That's the other side. I'm actually going to take this and put it in here with my beads. I'm going to keep this with my findings. And then Cardano chain. I don't know if that's another name for the Coriana chain, but this is a chain that we've been using recently with Bargain Bead Box. And you can string beads onto it and then use crimps. And it looks like they included some gunmetal color crimps and clamshells to be able to have it be a necklace. Like I'm just going to take a real quick minute. I'm going to grab my crimper, if I have it right here. It might be underneath some things. There we go. You don't really need a crimper, do you, for this part? I'm just going to show you how using these culottes and on the end of this, how you finish your chain. This is after you've like strung your stuff on it. You can do the crimps in the middle of the chain too, to have your beads kind of be sitting there floating on it. What you do is you take one of these clamshells, these culottes, and with this hole down there in the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see the hole, you're going to put the end of your Coriana chain in there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Right. And then get a crimp on that chain, one of these crimp beads. And the goal is to make a little lump that is big enough that it won't go through that hole the other way. And I've just got some pliers. These are my tweezer nose pliers, but chain nose pliers, flat pliers, any of them will work, to gently squeeze that crimp onto that chain. I'm just pinching the edge there to make sure it stays on. And you can leave just a little bit on the end, but then when you pull your culotte up next to it, that crimp stops it from sliding through. And you can close that culotte using your fingers or using some pliers. And then you can attach like jump rings and closures to that loop on the end. And that's how you work with and finish the Coriana chain. Whoop. Let me get this tidied up because it is easy to tie this in knots and then have it be all weird and ruined. All right, there we go. I'm gonna stick this in here. So we will probably be making something with this Crayola chain this month. Wait and see. Okay, so then we've got the clamshell bead tips that I just showed you. There's also the small the crimp beads. They're gunmetal. They are 2 by 1 millimeter. They will not work with the magical crimper, but you can use the magical crimper on Coriana chain. You just have to use 2 by 2 crimp tubes when you do that. And I do have a video that I made when I wanted to know if you could use the magical crimper on Coriana chain, and I'll put that link in the description below as well, so that y'all can watch that if you want to. But you should be able to be just fine and do everything that you need with the crimps that they provided. So that was very thoughtful to get all of the findings so that we could use that Coriana chain right here in the thing. Then we've got magnetic slide lock. There is a 3-strand clasp. Where is it? Right here. Got 2 magnetic clasps, one with rhinestones, and one of them is the slide clasp. And the slide clasps just 2 cylinders that slide together, and they're magnetic, so it'll hold. And then the other one is ball shape. And I'm just sliding it like that, because I don't know if you guys have ever had it with these clasps where if I pull them apart like that, sometimes the magnet pops out. But if I slide it like that, then that doesn't happen, and it still stays together and it still holds. So that's something that I found with this type of clasp. So slide them apart. It's the easy way to do it. But yeah, it's got the crystal pave clasp, and then we've got a pinch bail. It is gunmetal. Where is my pinch bail? There we go. There's several of these, 2 of them actually. And I think with my guy right here, I could probably switch out this pinch bail that's on here with this one if I wanted to get that color so it matches all of the other findings. Yeah, there's 2 of these. And then we've got an infinity link. It's going to be in this one. This is the Bag O connectors. Let's spread these out so you can see them all. So we've got 1 infinity link. It's this one right here. And then we've got a 7-loop connector. Oh, wait. Which one's the 7-loop one? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, okay. I think I'm missing a little bit of this one. So this one's 6 loops and this one's 7 loops. That's okay, because I can use this for either of them actually for a focal. Or I could cut this off of here so that it matches that one. All right, and then we've got a 4-link connector, and I love these little swirls on that one. It's pretty cool. All right, and then we've got some ear wires. Where are my ear wires? I just had them. Here we go. These ones. We've got ear wires and also some posts. And the post is this glossy enamel gunmetal. And then it's got a little loop here on the end that you can hang your dangles from. And then our ear wires have like this paddle on the front. And again, it's got this glossy, almost enamel gunmetal on it. And then we've got some more clasps for everyone. These are twisted rope, gunmetal color. Whoop. Where you going, buddy? And there's 2 of them. Like literally all you need are tools to be able to make with this. Gotta be honest, all you need are tools. These are little bead stoppers. How fun. Oh my gosh. Little tools. Okay, so then we've got some bead caps. They're 4-petal bead caps. I'm just going to put a couple of these on here and get them closer so you can see them. They've got the leaf reliefs on the outside of them. And then we've got, okay, we just did the crimp beads, and then we've got some ball head pins. They're head pins with a little ball on it, so keep the beads from sliding off. We've got leather cord, that's this one right here. It is plain black leather cord. We've got jump rings, and it is an assortment of jump ring sizes, it looks like. Looks like we've got some small 4mm ones, some larger 7mm, and it looks like everything in between for our jump ring collection. That's very useful to have different sizes. Very useful, I have to say. And then we've got, oh, the enameled copper wire that we were looking at earlier. One of these is 18 gauge and it's 26 gauge. I called it. I was right. Very proud of myself. So this is the 18 gauge wire. You get about 12 inches of this. And then this is 3.5 yards of the 26 gauge wire. So you can do yourself a lot of wire wrapping with these. That is pretty cool, actually. Because, like, you might not want to buy, like, a whole spool of black wire or gunmetal color wire. So having that for making with this is really convenient. And then again, we've got the bead stoppers, and what bead stoppers do is you take these little ends and bring them together on the spring, and it opens up the spring, and then you can, oh, hold on, I got some beads on a wire over here. You can put beading wire or string or something, or even wire on that, and then the beads don't fall off it while you're working on it. It's a great way to make sure that your beads don't go flying when you're working on like the other end of something when you're doing that. So that is a useful tool. It is something that will get used. I use them very often. And they're teeny tiny, so they'll be really great, I think, on the cord when we're working with it too. And again, we've got these bobbins. It is Ceylon beading cord, and they are 12 yards each. Size is TX210. I don't know what that is. I'd have to look it up. There's 3 different colors of it. You've got your bobbins that they're wound on, and those are plastic bobbins, not cardboard bobbins. So, you know, they gave us the good stuff. And then some large eye beading needles. And big eye beading needles are super useful for larger string. And also, if you don't have the eyesight or dexterity to be able to string a regular beading needle, you just open it like that and put your string through, and then when it closes, you can then put it through whatever you need it to go through. They're very useful. And we've got several of them in our tubes. How fantastic. And then we've got some memory wire as well, also gunmetal. Did I already mention that? Probably not. I might have skipped past that. Actually, I'm not seeing it listed on the thing. It's not an extra, but connector, ear wires, black hosps, cord ends. Oh, we do have these cord ends, and these are 2mm cord ends, and our leather cord. Sorry, I'm off screen. Our leather cord is 2mm, so these should theoretically fit on the ends of our cord. And with this type of cord end, you'd want to glue it in using some jewelry glue. Let's see if it fits. Oh, it does. That's very nice. All right, that was... It's always thoughtful, very thoughtfully curated to make sure that if they're giving you a finding, they also give you the accompanying thing to be able to use that finding. So you don't have to go out and buy cord ends for the 2mm cord that they send it with you. I'm actually going to stick these cord ends in the bag with this cord since they will be used together. And I think this guy goes in here with this one. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I think we've got all of these guys together. Oh, that's fantastic. So here's one last look at all of the findings and beads that came in the Gemstone Orphanage package for, what is the month? September 2024. Here's my gemstone again. Let me get her right on there so you can see her a little bit better. We're just taking a look at all this stuff all together. This is fantastic. There will be a link in the description to the Homestrung Jewelry site where you can sign up for a box if you would like to. I would also suggest subscribing to the Homestrung Jewelry YouTube channel because there are a ton of great tutorials on there that Steve and Debbie have put together using this box and using some of the other things that they have sold. You can purchase, I think they have these available, these go-go donuts. I might be wrong though, you know. Well, let me double check the description to find out if yes, they do have them available or not. But again, Steve did a tutorial on how to put that together. It's a pretty fantastic little kit and a very worthwhile box to subscribe to. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy Steve and Debbie. They are fantastic people. Anyway, y'all are having a fantastic day, and I'll talk with you later. Bye.